I've always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe. Governor Ricketts declares Nebraska a Second Amendment sanctuary state. Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts signed a proclamation that designates his state as a Second Amendment sanctuary state, reaffirming the state's support for gun rights. He says, quote, Nebraska has always been a state that supported our Second Amendment rights, according to a video of the signing event. He continues, as a symbol for that, I am signing a proclamation declaring Nebraska a Second Amendment sanctuary state, and with my signature, it will become official. The move comes in light of recent federal gun control proposals and orders following several mass shootings. Last week, President Joe Biden unveiled a series of executive orders, including new designations on ghost guns and red flag legislation, and stipulated that pistols modified with stabilizers braces would be subject to National Firearms Act. U.S. House Democrats, meanwhile, passed two gun measures that would expand background checks, although numerous Republican senators have said they would use their powers to block both measures. The White House and the U.S. Congress have announced their intention to pursue measures that would infringe on the right to keep and bear arms, according to a tweet from Ricketts, a Republican. His designation will, quote, stand up against the federal overreach and attempts to regulate gun ownership and use in the good life, the governor said. Earlier this month, deputies in Cache County, Utah, said they will not enforce any federal policy that may infringe on residents' Second Amendment rights. Sheriff D. Chad Jensen said, quote, unconstitutional gun control will not happen in the county on his watch. I've always supported and wholeheartedly enforced all constitutional sound laws that deter and penalize gun violence, Jensen wrote in an April 9th statement. It is critical that we continue to work to keep firearms out of the hands of those that would use it to commit acts of violence against our citizens. Meanwhile, the White House officials have said that more gun control measures are forthcoming. The president is not going to wait for Congress to act to take additional executive actions. This is the beginning, the White House press secretary stated. She told reporters that he will continue to have his team review both from a policy and a legal standpoint, additional executive actions that are possible to take. Wow. Well, that was a very quick news brief. And so it would appear that that is what's going on in the neck of the woods there in Nebraska. Pretty good news, I guess, for him and his folks. We've got a little bit more news, another front there. You hear all the shuffling of paper? That's cool. That sounds like a busy desk, right? So Mike Lindell states that Costco has stopped selling his MyPillow products. MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell said that Costco has stopped selling his products, becoming the latest in a string of retailers to do so. Lindell told the New York Post that Costco has not provided him a reason for the move. According to a search of Costco's website, MyPillow products are not listed. So what he says is that Costco basically did a slow cancellation, slower than other stores. And that's what he basically said. Lindell said that they would not be able to give them an answer, but he did mention that between $4 million and $10 million could be lost from MyPillow annually. And he also continued to say that what's more, 40 sales staff will be affected by the decision. Lindell was a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump And he believes that Costco is engaging in cancel culture and following the influence of other companies that won't sell his products anymore. He said Costco has told them that, yes, they will not carry their products, but that they will be able to fulfill the rest of their contract, but that's it. Costco said that they were going to discontinue us, but they were going to honor their contract, which I'm not sure what that means, Lindell said, according to a New York Post. Well, previously, the Kirkland, Washington-based retailer told Newsweek that it has contractual commitments to MyPillow, and they intend to honor them as they seek to do with all of their suppliers. In February, Lindell told the Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, that 24 retailers have pulled his products from their shelves. Those companies are Sam's Club, Kohl's, Bed Bath & Beyond, Kroger, and JCPenney's have also reportedly stopped selling MyPillow products. Last week, Lindell told the New York Post that a petition with more than 100,000 signatures to urge major retailers to cut ties with the company is the work of bots and trolls. And he added, he's hired a private investigator. Time to tell our major retailers to stop selling his products, the petition says. The petition was put up by companies that are full of bots and trolls, Lindell said on April 7th. And he said, all they've done is attack the retailers. These are hired groups to attack retailers, according to Lindell. He said, and we're reassuring that he said, I've hired investigators out of my pocket, huge companies, to investigate who's behind these because somebody ordered these attacks. Change.org, he said, they're probably another attack group, and we're going to find out who's doing this to our country. But Change.org did bite back, and they said, these signatures are authentic, Mr. Lindell, and they were started by a real person. He says, they said that if they've been made aware of any fraudulent signatures, they remove them immediately. And in this case, we can confirm these signatures on the petition are not fraudulent, a spokesperson for the website told the news outlets last week. Well, seems like you won't be having a MyPillow. If you like MyPillow, you won't be having it if you got to buy from there. Maybe you have to just go to the website. I don't know. I don't know whether you guys knew this, but did you know that there's a little bit of hot water going on right now with Tucker Carlson? It would appear that the Anti-Defamation League has stated that Tucker Carlson needs to be fired. That's coming up on the next Lockhart Perspective News Brief. We'll see you in a few.